What's up guys, 0 to a million 90-day challenge. Yesterday we don't have any content because yesterday we spent on a family day and that was kind of our personal day. Just to recap, we spent some time at the track watching some supercars race around the track. So now, Sunday evening, everyone's chill, quiet. What am I going to do now? So I've been sitting probably last 2 to 3 hours going through a process on ChatGPT and sort of putting in ideas, brainstorming, using it as a brainstorming partner. Not too happy with the content I've been getting. It's generic content. It's been generic content that's been mapping out. So I decided to ditch it and it's on the cash. So here's all the stuff that I've been writing, and as you can see, been chatting to ChatGPT. So we can scroll through it and you can see it's like enormous amount of conversations. On the left you can see 0 to 1 million. So that's my chat for ChatGPT. Not as conclusive as I hoped it would be. So back to using the good old nugget. So guys, let's go through it. I'm going to take you through the strategies that I'm going to map out the rest of the evening, and then I'll shoot another video once I'm done and I'll kind of take you through. So before we get started, first one is idea. So I need to come up with idea, decide what the idea is going to be. Then we move on to brand. What's my brand? What's my strategy? What's the cash flow going to be? And then coming back to this, my next 5 moves. So this is critical for me to go through this. What is my next 5 moves to make sure that I start executing this? So if I break up the 90 days in 5 moves, what are they? And even the next probably 30 days, if I break that up into 5 moves, what are they? We need to have a meeting with the team this week. We need to chat to some investors. I need to raise my first 20,000 Rand through a product or service or coaching. I've been thinking about maybe discounting coaching, or maybe offering some garden services with people that are partner, or whatever it is. So maybe there's a couple of different things. Maybe I just sell a website and build a website. Then cash flow. I need to go and map out the products and the services to make sure I actually have the right products that'll carry me through to make $1 million. No point in selling a whole bunch of stuff and then I reach the end that I'm short. And then the last one is my customer journey. So this is kind of built on our 7 Peaks to Success blueprint. It's also from Mike Hancock from Circle of Excellence, and then Patrick Bet-David. So it's a combination of different books and mentors and stuff that I've had that I'm compiling into one. So let me go and map all this stuff out, and then I'll come back in the video and we can chat a bit about that. Awesome guys, chat now. So I mapped out a couple of things on the board behind me, and before we get to that, let's just talk about the emotions. So I woke up this morning and I was quite overwhelmed. I didn't feel energized, I didn't feel motivated to achieve this, and just the enormity of this project or this task. And it made me think about this thing about fear. Fear is not the fear of failure, it's the fear of public failure. Because if I did this by myself and no one knew about it, I would probably carry on with it and have no emotional attachment towards it. Because there's so many people that knows about it, and I made this a public task. Now all of a sudden you have all this pressure on you, and you have all this pressure to perform and to execute and show that you can do it. And 95%, I'm 99%, I know it in my heart that I'll be able to do this. There's still that doubt and that insecurity that creeps in. So just a tip for everyone going through this: make your tasks or your goals, whatever, make it public. Because as soon as you make it public, now you have to do it. If I did this in private, the first time it got a bit hard, what would end up happening? I'd just postpone it to a future date. So just a tip, make your stuff public. It's not a nice feeling to go through. You start feeling overwhelmed, you start getting despondent at times, and especially if you don't have the right people in your life and the right you're the average of the 5 people you spend your time with. So if that 5 people isn't supporting you, isn't there to helping you brainstorm, isn't there to take you through that process, I think it can be really tough. So if you look in your life at the moment, who's the 5 people that you currently spend your time with? If you share something like this with them, what would their reaction be? And if it's not a positive thing, if it's not a thing about how can I support you, what can I do to help you through this process, then is it really people that you should be sharing your business ideas with? Probably not. So let's go through this stuff. Okay guys, so on the first section, on the idea phase, I wrote down most of the ideas. The idea is about what am I going to do? It's the what part. It's not how, it's just what. And coming back to the ikigai, aligning with my values, etc., I really do want to operate in the entrepreneur space. I do want to help entrepreneurs. That's my passion. That's my purpose, is I want to help entrepreneurs succeed. However I can do that, I want to be of service to entrepreneurs. So it needs to be in that space. I've made a couple of ideas. I haven't run webinars in a really long time, so maybe that's something I need to reevaluate and test again. Start looking at other partners that already has a network that I can leverage with them, selling other people's products. I know a lot of entrepreneurs in the space, and if I can sell their products, then maybe get some sort of affiliate commission through that. We also have a lot of government funding when you train entrepreneurs or you make an impact in businesses. So there's that social grant sort of thing. And this is actually Glenn. Glenn, thanks for the idea. I just got a voice note from him. Your idea is on the board, buddy. And then something that just came up. How many people want to set up their business in a different country, or just have a different branch in a different country, whether it be for tax purposes, whether it be for scalability purposes, whatever the reason? I've got a lot of experience in that space, and we've set up businesses in multiple different countries, ranging from Europe. We've got a lot of information in Dubai. We didn't complete that setup, yet we were on the point of doing that, and then things changed. The US, I already have businesses in the US, and I'm flying to Miami shortly. If you've got any contacts in Miami, please let me know. I'm looking for some people just to connect with and just to show me around. Well, not really Miami, more the Florida area. So would businesses pay to help me, for me to help them set up their branch in a different country, and then helping them get out into the network or into the market in that particular country, or if it's the US, that particular state? So that would be an option. I've made a list of a whole bunch of different things, experiences, selling other people's products, and. We don't have to go through that because I still need to refine that. Once I have the idea solid, then we can come back and research it. So here's a tip on the idea. I've been stuck probably for the last week. So I think we're in like 7 days now that I've been running this process. And I've been stuck in the last 7 days about the idea. And I thought back about my other businesses. None of the businesses ended up being what I thought it would be when I started it. So to come up with this great idea in the beginning, it's like a business plan. The only assumption we can make about a business plan is that it's most likely wrong. So instead of me coming up with this grand scheme idea of what I'm going to do and having this brainstorm and have to go and work everything out, because then I go into the house space. There's a saying that we kind of work by in our mastermind. Figure out what you want to do, who you want to do it with, and then when do you want to do it, and they will figure out how to do it. So I don't need to go into the house space. Instead of figuring out what's the big idea, just start running a whole bunch of small ideas in conjunction and see which one scales, and then go on with that one instead of having this massive idea at the end. So it's kind of been a shift that I made in this last probably 2 days. Just letting go of the idea, just start doing stuff, just start being of service to other people, start adding value to someone else, and somehow that will flow back. Law of the universe. Next one is brand. So what is my brand going to be about? What do people need to know about me, etc.? What platforms am I going to use, etc.? So that will also come out in the team meeting. And then none of the strategy or products or anything that has been completed yet, because I want to sit with the team and start working out the strategy based on our next 5 moves. Now this is a book, Patrick Bet-David wrote a book called My Next 5 Moves, and I use it quite often in my business. So next 5 moves is I need to get the team set up. I need to get the team complete. Figure out what you want to do, who you want to do it with. So I've got a rough idea of what I want to do. There's multiple options. And I think that's creating a bit of lack of clarity, is because there's so many options and I can't pick one. So just do all of them. Next up is who. I need to get my team together. So that is really critical. Start getting my team set up. If you want to be in my team, let me know. And if you've got some sort of value to add, let me know, and then you can be part of our team. Next one is I need to raise capital. To do it in such a short period of time, I'm going to have to raise capital. Maybe I can do it without, I don't know. Let's play around with it. I just want to have that option there in case something else doesn't happen. My next step, okay, I'll just read to you because I'm not going to turn the thing around again. My next step is selling someone else's products. So either selling my products or someone else's products or a coaching session or something in that line so that I can raise the first 20,000 Rand. So sell products or services to raise 20,000 Rand. 20,000 Rand is what I need to run my marketing campaign for my first product. If you're spending less than 20,000, it's probably not worth it to run paid advertising. It just doesn't give you it doesn't allow the algorithms like Facebook, etc. to start working through the process, because we run link clicks and through plays and all sorts of different things, which means that needs to start going into learning 2, 3, 4, 5,000 Rand on each ad set, and then we retarget it with the initiate checkout or purchase or complete registration or whatever that may be. And then from there, once I have my 20,000 Rand, decide on which one of these. It'll probably be some sort of event. I don't know what event yet. Be some sort of event that I'm going to run using the 20,000 Rand, and then going to a venue and negotiating with the venue to say, can I pay you in 30 days so that I can run my event, sell products, raise some more capital, and then only have to go pay the venue because I don't have money, so I can't pay them. Something really interesting if we look on the side. From a cash flow perspective, what do I need to do to make $1 million if we just look at the numbers? So it's either one product of $1 million. Can I go and figure out a product that someone will pay $1 million for, where a problem is so big that they'll pay $1 million to solve that particular problem? Maybe there is, so it doesn't have to be this whole elaborate scheme. What if I set up a really cool business for someone in a different country, connect them with partnerships, do all the legwork, get their first couple of sales in, and they pay me $1 million for that? Who knows? Maybe that's the option. 5 times 250,000 Rand. What can I sell for 250,000 Rand where I can get 5 sales in? And so it goes down. 10 products for 100,000 Rand. 100 products for 10,000 Rand. Or 400 products for 2,500 Rand. So one of the things that Kelly mentioned is, why not use this and pre-sell my book. So the book that I'm going to go through, or the manual, it's not really the manual, that brown leather book that I've go through the manual, attach it with the videos, maybe create some compelling offer that I'll coach you through the process in some way or something for the first maybe 100 people, and then start pre-selling that. And if I can sell 100, then I've got my 250,000. Because that's the other thing. Maybe it's not one or the other. Maybe it's like 100 of 2.5, and maybe 10 of 10,000, maybe 1 of 100,000, and all these things combined makes up that thing. The only way you'll know is to start. So the brand is about helping entrepreneurs to start and scale their business. The most important thing is to start, and I think that's what I need to do this week. Just pick something and run some sort of event. So I'm thinking about getting together a high net worth, I don't know if it's an evening thing or late afternoon lunch at a fancy hotel, and go through the process and start chatting to those guys, because they've already made some money, so they've got some insight. Getting them together, offering something of high value for them to attend, because they're not just going to pitch up because I asked them. I need to create a compelling offer and then get them to this gala event. Guys, that's a lot of rambling. I'm going to stop it there. The point of it being, once you have all these ideas in place and you follow this process, then I'll maybe pop in the link into a PDF with a ChatGPT thing that I went through. But once you have all of this and you structure it in this way, you can start mapping out your ideas and then figuring out what is the next 5 moves. What's my next 5 things that I need to take action on? Because action is what's most important. Education without application is just entertainment. So we need to take action. We learn things, we discover things. Next step is we have to take action. So guys, remember, let me know in the comments, what is your 1 million Rand idea? What is the process that you are going through? And if you want to follow this, we're going to maybe create a whole bunch of content around this. Please subscribe, comment. It helps the algorithm. So if you're watching this, comment some stuff in. It will help us rank a bit, and we can help some more entrepreneurs. Enjoy the week, guys. Ciao.